Joe Birch and Kanji Anthony, weeknights on WMC Action News 5.
Welcome to Bluff City Life, where we focus on culture, food, art, events, music, and more. Essentially, all the things that make our hometown great. I'm your host, Janine Gordon. Thank you so very much for joining me. On today's show, the Memphis Rock and Soul Museum and Memphis Music Hall of Fame join Smithsonian Magazine's 14th Annual Museum Day. We'll show you how to enjoy the history of rock for free. Plus, a local chef talks about the nomadic culture of pop-up restaurants while making a savory American Chinese-style crepe. But first, why our hands are key in conversation.
Hands are the most important tools we have. We use them to create, to show we care. And many of us use them to communicate. Our Memphis community is made up of several deaf who use sign language as a first language. American Sign Language is not exclusive to the deaf. In fact, the more we learn it, the better. One sign can make a difference in making a friend.
So members of our law enforcement have been getting hands-on training to communicate with the deaf members of our community. I'm excited to learn just how members and law enforcement and deaf connect. So joining me, I would like to say welcome to Summer Chappell, also Sheila Chappell from Deaf Connect of Mid-South, and Shelby County Deputy John Denbo. Welcome to you all. Thank you all so very much for joining us here on Bluff City Live. Summer, let's start with you. And what is Deaf Connect?
So Deaf Connect is an agency that provides all kinds of stuff to people who are deaf, hard of hearing, deaf-blind, and their families. So it's an agency that provides services of all types. We do everything from advocacy to outreach, American Sign Language classes. Sheila is actually our American Sign Language instructor.
Okay.
And everything in between, including interpreting services.
And so you have joined with the Shelby County Sheriff's Officer in office. So that's why we have Deputy Denbo here with us, because in something I did not know, and that's why we are bringing you this show, because a lot of the recruits are now required to take sign language classes. As Officer Denbo, tell us a little bit more about that.
Yes, ma'am. As of now, because of the continuing training with Deaf Connect in summer, all the recruits that we have in the Sheriff's Office now is part of their training that they have to go through to communicate with the deaf community. So.
And I guess it's a safety issue as well. Officers arrive on the scene and they're really not sure what's going on. I know they have the crisis intervention teams that go out as well, but it's really for the safety of the victim or maybe those just in the community, and including the officers. Am I correct, Summer?
Absolutely. And there's been a lot of bad things that have happened around the United States. Luckily and fortunately not in our city recently.
Yes.
And so this is our proactive approach to not only work with the Sheriff's Department, we worked with the Memphis Police Department as well, on trying to make sure that we have all of these officers and deputies trained to understand that maybe somebody's not responding because they couldn't hear you.
And so for those recruits who are there in the class, and I know Officer Denbo has been in it, what are where are the beginning phases of it? Where do you start with someone who's never done sign language, like myself?
You start by interacting, meeting someone, learning signs, taking sign classes at Deaf Connect, and mingling and socializing is a great way to learn sign language.
It is. I would agree with that. And so, Deputy Denbo, I know you are holding up a little flyer. Are you passing these out to members just all around the community? Who receives these flyers?
Actually, these are the flyers that Deaf Connect came up with, and they hand them out to the deaf community within Shelby County. So, and they call them visor flyers. So if they get stopped by the by a police officer that don't know sign language or anything like that, then they can point to, okay, I need to see your driver's license, you ran the stop sign, or, I mean, they can tell you what the violations are. Just,
Oh, that's some really good information on there.
So almost all the officers are aware, because they went through the training at the Shelby County Training Academy, that if people pull these out, then you need to pay attention to them. So.
And so, Deputy Dembo, what has been your experience? Have you been able to use some of the things that you've learned with Deaf Connect out on the streets?
Yes, ma'am. One of the main things that we have done is we've started a program with the Sheriff's Office. It's called the Deaf Community Initiative Program. And now we have a database in the Shelby County computer system, and it's county-wide. So if we have a call to a residence, then we have a heads up that there's a deaf person that lives there.
Yes, okay.
That way, if an officer makes a scene, they don't think someone's just ignoring the commands or not answering the door or anything.
Okay.
They know, shine a flashlight, get their attention, bang on something. So.
Wonderful. Now, we have some upcoming events. Maybe you ladies want to tell us about what's coming up?
Yes, right now, let me inform you, there are 3 things. On September the 26th, 4 to 8 in the evening, then we're going to have incredible pizza gathering, and it'll be a good time for a fundraiser. And then also, that is going to help and benefit Deaf Connect there.
Nice.
And then the other event that we'll have, October the 6th, and that's going to be 3 to 10 in the evening and afternoon and evening. And that's going to be a day of merrymaking. It's a socializing time, a chance to chat and just enjoy yourselves. And then the third one will be October the 13th, and that's going to be our family reunion. And this is the 3rd year that we'll be doing that at Mud Island.
Nice.
And that's at the River Park
And
there.
that is actually where most of our law enforcement training actually started
Occurs.
from.
Okay.
So it started from that, and that is our huge event for deaf awareness.
Thank you all so very much. And how do you say thank you, or how do you sign thank you?
Thank you.
Thank you all.
Thank you.
Coming up, we have free rock for all of you. We'll show you where to get free tickets to the Memphis Rock and Soul Museum this weekend.
We can't make you a morning person, but we can add some